Okay, and welcome to the live stream. We're going to do a new vanilla Minecraft today. Can't get away from this game, but I figured I've been playing it a little bit off camera, and I decided to go ahead and start a series on camera. Just kind of keep track of this one. I only have one other actual vanilla Minecraft series, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to get back into the vanilla way of life for at least a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do a whole new world. And we're going to go vanilla LP, how about? And we'll do survival. I'm going to turn cheats on just in case something happens. We'll do bonus chests just because I like it. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to avoid really, for the most part, cheating on this. But one thing I might do is if we get a bad spawn or an unexciting spawn, I might teleport us to somewhere that looks exciting on a world map that I take a look at. But otherwise, I'd like to keep it pretty darn cheat-free. And that means pretty much avoiding those third-party software tools unless we absolutely have to. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see how it looks. Let's hope for a good seed right off the bat. Okay, so we are generating our world. I like this little animation they put in. I don't remember when they put this in, but it basically shows you the chunks loading, and it's really cool. Okay, this actually looks kind of fun. This looks like we might be on an island. Yeah, and there's an island there, and there's something. Looks to be one of those ruins uh, under the sea kind of a thing. Okay, let me make sure this music isn't too loud. Okay. I always put my tools in this particular order. I go sword, axe, shovel, pickaxe, and then hoe. But most people don't do that order at all. Most people do a completely different order. Yeah, so this looks to be, we seem to be on a chain of islands, and I kind of like that, actually. I think that's really cool. And we've got wolves over here, which is unusual. If they stick around, we could potentially recruit them. And it looks like it's actually technically even a second little island here. No other animals, though, so that's going to be problematic. I think what we'll do, I think to make this kind of fun, I'd like to stay on this island for a while, perhaps. So I think what I'll do is I will try to stick to this island until it absolutely becomes necessary for me to migrate to gain resources. And I might just try to build on this island chain or something. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if I built like an island chain kingdom kind of thing with maybe floating houses and connections? See, this island looks more substantial, and there is a spruce tree I see off in the distance. And it's very tempting to go get that. And I wonder if that's the mainland. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and just do this, just get it out of the way. Because I'd like to get a sense of where we're at. So I'm really going to do this now, but I'm not going to refer back to this. I'm not going to use it to calculate how to get places. I'm just going to use it this once to get a bearing. Okay, so here's what we got. Good old Mine Atlas, one of the several mapping programs you can use. So yeah, we've got taiga off to the east. We've got a mushroom island up north. Forest and plains. So one thing I really want to do is get bees going in this game. Plains, desert, savanna, up north. Roofed forest, forest. There is a mesa down here, so if we need to go to a mesa, we can use a nether hub and do that. Okay, I think that's about all I'm going to allow myself to look at, because this does look to be a fun little place to start out. The Taiga Hills down to the south might even be a better island, but this little guy that I'm on, it's not bad. Yeah, so let's go ahead and proceed now. So I think for this first episode, and I'm going to do this somewhat episodically, I'm going to go ahead and try to make a fairly stable little survival house on this island, and probably go ahead and try to get some farming up and maybe get some iron and stuff like that, some basic stuff, you know. And we'll see where we go from here, but I definitely want to do this in episodes, and I think each episode might be something like 45 minutes or something like that. With the possibility of them changing over time because it is a live stream and you can do a lot of different more flexible things on a live stream with regard to episode length and that sort of thing. Typically, on my channel, not that I have a lot of viewers, but to the extent that I do, they're usually not live viewers. I mean, there's a few, but they tend to be more after the fact watchers, and so that's what this is really geared towards. And the live stream aspect is simply a way of kind of shortcutting the video production process so I don't have to edit it, because I just don't have time in my life. I'm not a professional YouTuber, and I just don't have time for that. So I'm glad I'm creating content, but it's not going to be produced, and it's not going to be cut, and it's not going to be all sanitized and everything. I mean, I can do that. I've done it in the past, but it's a lot of work. This series is going to be as you see it. Okay, so I'm just going to knock down this big oak tree here. Oops, shit. So, sometimes these trees that have limbs that branch out are kind of annoying. They're harder to get completely cleared. But making good progress here. And let's just go like this. I always, there's something magical about the beginning of a Minecraft world anytime you do it, but especially, I think, maybe even more special in vanilla, because there's something about vanilla that is magical and that brings back memories, and modded is great too, and I love modded Minecraft, but I think that the vanilla experience is the first experience most of us had with Minecraft, so it's even more nostalgic. I remember the first time I ever played this game, I got addicted. I had to like take a day off of work because it was so compelling. Okay, perfect. So with that, I think we will try to get some cobble. So let me go ahead and just craft up a shovel. Bonus chest, I mean, you don't have to make a bonus chest, but I like to, because you're just going to be making these basic starting items anyway. You might as well just kind of shortcut that a little bit, I guess. I mean, I don't think it significantly changes the beginning. It just kind of gets you through some of the bullshit right away. Okay, we got andesite right away. I was thinking it might be nice to make whatever kind of castle we do or whatever out of maybe polished diorite and quartz or something like that. Make it kind of white themed. So we might try that once we get to that point, but okay, we do have some sandstone coming in here as well. I'm gonna grab about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, let's just call it 20. Call it 20 cobblestone real quick. Okay, and we're getting the ocean floor, it looks like here. So we should probably keep that in mind, that the ocean floor comes in pretty quick there. We'll go ahead and take a curve down this direction. Incidentally, normally I like to mark the spawn point. We got some iron there, which is great. It'd be nice to get some coal, but I guess we'll have to make some if we don't get any. I don't want to delay this. And I know you cannot see what the hell I'm doing, so let's go up and make some coal. Okay. And those oak saplings are coming in. Let's plant some of those. Get the wood production up. Immediately, whenever I play Minecraft, no matter what context it's in, I'm always thinking, how can I be productive? How can I start producing stuff? Looking for a seed. We actually might struggle with crops. We got dolphins down there. I don't see any turtles yet. I would very much like to breed turtles. I haven't really done much with turtles yet. There we go. In this, ever since 1.13, I haven't really like sat down and just played with turtles. So it'd be fun to kind of explore that feature. Okay, so let's start with some charcoal production now. I'm not going to really explain things as I go, especially the basic stuff like this. Most people know it. If you don't know it, then, well, just try your best to follow along as best you can, but I apologize, I'm not going to sit there and explain it, because there's so many tutorials out there, and I'm just not going to be it. This isn't supposed to be a tutorial. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little, tiny little patch for farming here. Try to give a little bit of clearance here so that I can jump down without doing anything bad. Okay, let's make a set of tools now. Stone tools, obviously. And make a sword, and that's it for now. Go ahead and put this chest down here as well. And how are we doing on this? That's fine. This sharpness to this ledge bugs me. I tend to immediately start terraforming as well, no matter where I'm at. I tend to smoothen things out. That's what I tend to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to make a little... Actually, I'll make this even more decorative. And I'll put... Got distracted with tree planting there, sorry. I'll put some logs around here in the shape of the farm that I'm going to make here. So it looks like it's kind of a floating thing. Let's just go with that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we'll fill this in with dirt. Okay, and then that's in. Let's get these tools in the toolbar. I'll put the stone ones over here on standby. I'll try to use up these wooden ones. Actually, you know, the classic maneuver is to go ahead and burn off your wooden tools. So let's go ahead and do that. And we got our little buddy over here, and we're not going to be able to really sleep too well tonight. Okay, perfect. So we better put some torches down while I have the chance. That was a little glitch there, a little delay. Get the island lit up pretty good, at least in the area where I'm going to be hanging out, so that we can avoid a lot of these mob spawns that we're going to potentially get, at least in a controlled area. We don't have wool is the problem, so we can't really sleep right now. And that's going to create a problem with phantoms if we don't do anything about it in the near future. So we might need to journey off this island sooner than I anticipate. Although we can get some string and make some wool, potentially as a short workaround on that. Okay, let's put a couple down here. Okay, we're just about out of torches, so that'll keep us safe over on this side of the island. Then actually it's dark enough that we can get some mob action over there, which I don't mind at all because we frankly could use their drops, especially at this stage in the game. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this stuff away, and let's get to the farm. I guess the the proper thing to do here, especially when you're just starting out, is to stagger these diagonally like this. That way I guess the game makes them grow a little bit faster. So that's one way you can kind of use that to your advantage. I think I am going to try to get a couple spider kills if I can over here. Should be starting to spawn any minute now. Let me see if let me go ahead and get this birch tree down real quick. Get a second type of wood going for us. Those are the only two that we really started with, so it's kind of kind of important that we get that. Although oak and birch are the two, especially oak, just completely ubiquitous wood types in the game, and they tend to be so common that you don't even need to worry about, you know, replicating them. I'm not even going to bother harvesting these trees right now. I'm going to try to get a couple more seeds from these grass, get the farm going a little bit faster, because we definitely want to, for food, we really need to get wheat going, and then perhaps fish would be the other viable choice at this early stage for episode 1 here. Okay, so we got a few more seeds, which is great, and we got some birch saplings. So I'm going to go ahead and that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll just go ahead and round that out. I think what I plan to do is something like this, and maybe put logs around the other side too. Kind of like this. Perfect, okay. And we'll keep working on that as we go, but let's get these wheat seeds in. I'll keep the diagonal thing for now. Okay. Oh, that one, is that too far from the water? I guess so. Yeah, these are too far. Or, well, that one. I guess that one's too far. You can plant things outside of the water range, but it grows a lot more slowly, so whatever. Okay. So go ahead and plant those. Oh, we got a skeleton. Bone meal could be useful, so let's go ahead and try to kill him. Don't have a shield yet, so it's going to be a little bit inconvenient, but I'll be okay. Also, obviously, no armor. Perhaps even more concerning than the no shield, although the shield with a skeleton fight would have been nice, but he's in the water, though. Ooh. The wolf is going after him. I love that. I always forgot that wolves did that. I don't really use wolves very often, so... Okay, so we did get the achievement there, as well as the drop, and the skeleton is hiding from the wolf, and the wolf got him, and I don't get any experience. That's fine, I get the bones. And actually, I can go ahead and... I think I can tame these guys with bones, right? Is that it? Yeah, I think it's either that or rotten flesh. There we go, so we got one of them there. And let's see if I can get another one. Probably not. Oh, yep, we got 2. Okay, cool. So those guys won't despawn now, which is great. So I'll go ahead and... Oh, we got a creeper. I don't like that. Not one. Ooh, we got a little opening down here. That's cool. Maybe that's why I ran into the ocean there. Ah, shit. Well, that's okay. I hate creepers, but that's okay. I mean, who doesn't? Oh, this is so ugly. Creeper holes are so ugly. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to repair this a bit if I can. Could also use, you know, some sand for glass production, but we'll get to that. Okay. That should be enough to get this repaired. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So that's fine. And actually, go ahead and light this up so we don't get any more creeper spawns inadvertently. So all of our mobs are going to spawn on Island B over there. I'm going to go ahead and get my dogs over here, just kind of in a safe area, sitting down. Dogs? Okay. That's one of them. Where's the other one? Well, anyway, let's get these birch trees in. I'll just keep everything real close together like this. Doesn't matter. Where's the other dog? There he is. I think, yeah, he's killing the skeleton, which is cool. Nice. And we do get experience, even if it's a partial kill. See if I can tame another dog here. Well, I think I have to wait until he's done being upset with the skeleton. one could argue that it'd be better to save my bones for bone mealing the crops over there, and it's a fair point, but I kind of like the idea of having a little army of dogs. Oh, well, I got another one, but not both. Oh, we got a drowned. These drowned zombies, they're kind of the new mob in the game, and you can get gold from them actually, but you can get tridents and nautilus shells and obviously zombie flesh as well. But I get nothing. A couple of experience orbs. Okay, dogs, come on. Let's get some of this glass cooking now. Okay, so while we're waiting here, I guess what we can do... Well, I guess we can keep digging. You know, the irony is I tried to make a bunch of charcoal and I used it all up. Well, that's okay. I've got one torch. I could use another furnace too, honestly. So let's just get a little bit more cobble here. And actually, why don't I grab this iron, because I could use it for a bucket, perhaps, or a shield would be good, depending on how much there is here. Tools or armor if I get really lucky. Yeah, we're getting a lot here. It's a lot of iron for a first, you know, kind of surface deposit find, which is great. Okay, so we'll go ahead and rebuild the old staircase there, and I've got enough cobble for another furnace, which is great. It's almost sunrise already, which is fast. And I'll go ahead and just put this on top here, and then we'll go ahead. Let's get some charcoal production going here. And that's half done, okay. Alright, dog. Oh, we got creepers again. One zombie, a creeper. We didn't get any spiders, which is tragic. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess that's okay for now. It does expose a little bit more land. Well, the game lagged a little bit there. I'm not sure why. I guess maybe it's because I'm recording. Or, well, you know, the other thing is I have my render distance up pretty unnaturally high. Yeah, let's just bring that down to 18 or so. That'll improve performance substantially, actually, and not that it's bad or anything, but just to make sure we don't get any game-altering lag, you know. And let's get this water out of there. Get this hole filled in. I don't know. I could poke down here just briefly to see if there's anything. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more cobble either. Certainly would love some coal if we ran into it. Yeah, but we're not so lucky this time. Well, I guess I'll leave this little opening here, and I'll just patch up around it. Fixing creeper holes, you know, the most important survival task in the early game. Fortunately, we have plenty of dirt, and we always will in this game. There's very, very few situations where you need dirt. I guess if you start out in a desert, you're trying to terraform it or something, but otherwise, you're always going to have enough dirt, pretty much for the most part. Alright, we'll keep working on that, make it look a little bit more natural, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and get these dogs back over there, and we're going to work on our torches, and probably, like I said, digging is the way to go here at this point. Either that or going to a different island and getting more resources. But I like the idea of really not just going everywhere and just getting everything. But maybe I should have a rule where I can only go somewhere once I dig my way there, or once I get there via the... Maybe I should make it so I have to go there via the nether. That would be cool. In other words, I can only boat somewhere if I've conquered that land by nethering to it or something. You know what I mean? Like something like that. A little game rule kind of thing to make this a little bit more interesting for me. Okay, so coming back over here. Oh, hi dog. Yeah, come here. Come over to your brother. We're gonna set you right in this little dog pound. Come here. Okay, we got 3 dogs. You right click them to make them sit down. Okay. So. Coal. Glass. Use one of these charcoal on that, and I'll go ahead and use, make some more coal. We'll use the rest of this for torches, and we'll do a little digging. I think that's what we should do. Put the glass away, and the arrow, and the trees. I don't care about the saplings at this point. There's so many of them that I just don't care. Okay, so we're gonna keep digging, and what we're really looking for, first and foremost, is iron and coal. If we do happen to come across some other resources, we'll probably save them until we get an iron pickaxe. I can't remember. I always there's some things that stone pickaxes cannot mine, and some things they can. Obviously, they can get iron just fine, but eventually we'll run into something they can't, and so we just have to be upgraded by then, which is fine. We're moving in that direction. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any coal, though. Coal would be good for our level, too, by the way. And going to F3, we can see that we're at level 45, way far away from any sort of, level where something particularly interesting would happen as far as, diamonds or, the mine shafts could pop up at any point, really. But I'm not counting on it. This is, for clarification, you saw me create the world in real time. So this is not a contrived seed or anything. This is a completely random seed. I have no idea what's anywhere. And I'd like to keep it that way in terms of not cheating to find out where things are, other than my very, very brief look at the map at the beginning. Ooh, I heard a skeleton. And actually, one pro tip, you can actually turn on subtitles. And yeah, I'm hearing it over here somewhere. Usually when you hear a skeleton like that, yeah, see it says footsteps down there? Oh shit. Okay. Usually it means that somebody's hiding out in a wall somewhere, pretty close by. Let me just make a couple of these. I'm sure I'll use them. So I can't tell if it's above or below. Seems to be over here now. Maybe it's below. Now I'm getting it over here. Well, it's got to be somewhere. I'm getting zombies to the left and skeletons to the right. Yeah, it's very, very strong sounds. I can't help but think I'm getting closer? Question mark? Nothing up there. Oh, this is frustrating. Usually I just pop right into the area, but I'm not finding it. Let me try down again. Oh, wow. This is a discovery. This is a dungeon, and this is probably connected to whatever we're hearing as well. Yep, there it is. That was quick. Well, that's why you want to follow these sounds. A dungeon, and I'm going to grab this iron, by the way. A dungeon is as everybody knows, a place where there's a monster spawner, and, you know, it's surrounded by this unnatural, or naturally generating cobblestone, which you don't find in the world naturally, so, okay, let's just, actually, we were on the right track initially here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve a little one block hole in the wall, like that. Oh, and we got a mine shaft intersecting it, which is great, too. I was wondering if we were going to pop into a mine shaft or not. This could be quite a dangerous process. Well, I think we actually destroyed the spawner on that one. That sucks. I should have known. I think it was a zombie spawner, I'm pretty sure, based on what was spawning. Well, we'll surely encounter more, and, you know, honest to God, you really don't need a zombie spawner. Shit. I have no armor. Okay. Forgot. So he's playing with armor. Okay. Let's just pop that. Grab these materials, and let's get back here to safety, relatively. Okay. Get our food going here. We really need some coal if we're going to continue this, and again, we have no armor. We can get some armor pretty quickly here, and this will actually speed things up in that regard, and we can get a bed. There's coal up here, that's great. Okay, let's hang back, make some torches, take it nice and slow. And unfortunately, our only food source now is the rotten flesh. Okay, there's the generation room for the cave shaft. Get our cobble in our toolbar, make a little bridge here. Okay, oops, shit. Okay, I don't like, the skeletons are going to be really annoying until we get a shield. Shit, and there's zombies coming. Nice. That'll create an internal conflict there between them. In the meantime, I can come over here. Let's go ahead and craft a furnace down here while we're waiting for them to fight, and get some of this iron cooking. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so put this in here, and let me go get some more of that coal. Yeah, this will be a huge boost to... I just really wish that spawner hadn't gotten creepered. But again, it's not the end of the world. We'll find others, and by then we'll be a lot more equipped to deal with mobs and stuff, and yeah, I mean, it's just a zombie spawner. If it was a skeleton spawner, I'd be kicking myself right now. Okay. We got some more down here. Coal is not bad experience, especially early in the game too. Experience, of course, being used for enchantments, which become a fundamental and a crucially important part of the game later on. Just gonna grab some of these. Oh, and I do hear spiders as well. Spiders have suddenly become less important to me because there's all this string hanging from the mineshaft walls. But what I'd like very much right now, I want more resources in general, but I especially want maybe some crop items from a minecart, and probably just iron. at this point, honestly. Okay, so we'll make the rest of those into torches. Perfect. And we got a name tag. Oh, it's from the chest. That's what it was. There would have been a loot chest. Oh shit, we lost the loot chest too. I forgot about that. So we got the one piece of loot, even though we would have been entitled to a full chest worth there. We might have gotten more somehow as well that I missed, but all I know for sure that I got is that name tag. We might have gotten something else like rotten flesh or string or something. Well, I know we didn't get that string. Let's go ahead and get this iron real quick. Alright. And let's head back and put this iron in as well, and then we'll start making stuff with what we got. Okay. So let's wait until we get 8, and we're going to make some armor. Actually, and then 9 can be the shield. Alright. One more. Okay. I'm going to make a chest plate and a shield, which is this, basically. And get some more sticks as well. Okay. So now we're much better protected. As you can see, we have 3 things of armor there out of a maximum total possible of 10, so we're getting there. Once that iron finishes, we'll have enough to make some more. We definitely want to make an iron pickaxe at some point too. I guess I'll get these, why not? I mean, I tend to do this. I tend to grab those tracks. And get some of this coal as well. Can never really have too much coal, to be honest. It is a little slow to mine with these stone pickaxes, but and especially once we get diamonds, we'll want to enchant our pickaxe with fortune to get more coal than we get. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Could try to get this iron. Probably the best way to do that is to mine over to it like this. Perfect. Okay. So let's try... Oh, you know what? Let's try to get this iron too. Create a little bridge down there. This could be dangerous. I'm hearing a spider, and it's probably a cave spider, which means it's poisonous. And that could be a lot to deal with right now too. But I definitely want these resources, so we're going to risk it. Yeah, that's convenient. Okay, yep, it's a cave spider. And we're poisoned. That's okay. That is okay. So there's another spawner back here. And these spawners... Okay, we need to flee. We need to get to safety right now. Okay, so we're down to 1 heart, but I do have rotten flesh we can use to heal. Let's take that, put that in. We'll go ahead and make some more armor here. I made a helmet and legs. And all we gotta do is feet and then tools. Okay. So with that, carefully expand our light radius here. My strategy is to put them on the right. Most YouTubers that I've seen, for whatever reason, tend to go on the left. That gives you a bearing on how to get back out of wherever you're at, so keep healing up as we go. Use your sword to break that string. We do want to... I would like more or less a full stack of string. That would be really nice. About... Okay, and there's a regular spider, so I don't mind him so much. Give us yet more string. Boy, this goes on and on, doesn't it? And we're back to this spawn room. This is the room that where the mine shaft, you know, would supposedly start. Not going to need that much more coal, so I think I'm just going to grab a little bit here and then try to... I'll save more for another day. But you know, this game is called Minecraft for a reason. You do have to mine to make progress in it, so that's what we're doing. Some more iron here. I think we're going to be in good shape on the iron. You can grab these oak fence posts and planks too if you want. Okay. Okay, so that's that corridor. Sometimes when I do mine shafts, I like to block off areas that are no longer useful. And I'll basically just do this. That narrows the number of options of directions to go, and it creates a more linear path, which simplifies exploration as you get deeper and deeper into the mine. Okay, so that's that. Let's try this way this time. Okay, so this is a dead end here, so I'll block that off. And these little things, yeah, tend to be useless anyway, so I'll use that as the place where we block it off from. And actually, let's just chop this. Get rid of that. Open this up a little. Okay. We're doing really well. Gotta remember to keep healing. With zombie flesh, healing is less practical than with better foods, because you keep getting hungry because it like gives you food poisoning, and so it's less long-term effectual. Okay, so we've got this little guy here. This is a weird mine shaft, actually. So we can pop back up there, so we're back where those torches are and everything. And we're back almost to full health. Okay, so because that's on the right, I know I came this way originally, just to kind of give you an idea of how that system works. I could just build a little ladder here. This is so weird. Can't remember seeing a mine shaft quite like this before. Grab these tracks. Grab that string. We have 58 tracks, so we're almost full on those for a full stack. So I'm going to stop collecting once I get a full stack of that. Oh good, we have a minecart. Okay. And this might be a good place to kind of mentally decide to end our exploration here in the mine shaft. Although I wouldn't mind going back to that spider spawner and trying to get some string from there. Alright, let's take a look. We got coal, we got activator rail, empowered rail, and a name tag. Okay, well, whatever, we'll take it, but not the best. Alright, so we're basically full on inventory now. 59 tracks. So let's get 5 more tracks real quick somewhere. And that's our sword dying. So we can't get any more string like that unless we make a new sword, which we will. Okay, so we got some iron there. This water can be really annoying. I tend to try to plug it up whenever I can. Or destroy the source block, whichever I can do. There's the source block. Okay, so that gets rid of the water. Okay, we can get some of this track here. To switch to my axe for combat. Almost as good as the sword, but not quite. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one burned. Okay, we got a dead end there, so we'll block that off. There is a coal deposit though, so I'll do what I call a light block off and only do 2 of them. Get rid of that, even though I could have used it probably. 62 on the track, 63, 64. Okay. Well, let's get back to our. We're way deep in this mine. We don't have our tool. We don't have complete access to everything we'd want. Let's get out of here. It's almost time to call it an episode anyway. So we're just gonna follow these on the left side of the wall like this. Head back casually and calmly to where I came from. And I know that I made a little shortcut here to get back to this track here. So now they're on the left this side. And here we are, back to where we started. And we do have a visitor here. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can use your shield to deflect and even return fire on these skeletons a little bit like that. Okay. So first things first, let's make boots. And throw the rest of that in there. You know what else? I think now that I've got enough iron to make one, I will make an iron pickaxe. And should we go get diamonds real quick? Let's go get diamonds real quick. Alright. And then, let's make a iron sword as well. Okay. So we'll remember this little area, obviously. We're never going to forget that mine shaft. Oh, and we do have a ravine. Actually, that could be kind of cool. Ravine, you know, naturally generating giant hole area in the world, basically. Skeleton is desperately trying to get me. He fell. So what I think I'll try to do is build a little bridge down there, basically to the bottom, because that's essentially the place where I'm heading. Gotta be real careful in here. Okay. And get rid of that one. And go like that. Okay. And now we can just kind of more or less follow the diagonal of this. Oops, well, not really. We've got to be real careful with not falling, but I think if we kind of follow this like this, you know what I'm doing here, and just go down one by one, we'll eventually make it to the bottom there. And just kind of give you an idea. Ooh, nice. We are currently at 20, so we need to go down 9 more to get to the diamond level, which is where I'm heading. Oh man, there's a lot of iron here. Well, we'll use every bit of that. Okay. Wow, so much iron. That's great. Okay. So 19, 18, 17. I do have a visitor over there. And he's jumped into the lava, so he's gone. So that's nice. So we're at 16, 15, this will be 15, 14, 13, 12, and 11 is the level where the lava is, which is kind of a thing in the game, actually. They tend to do lava pools at level 11. Okay, so we do have a attacking skeleton, which I'm going to kind of lure him over here real quick while I'm mining this iron up. And let's just pop him. I know you can't see this. Kicked his ass though, trust me. Okay. Well, here's the ravine, the bottom area. We can try to do something about this water real quick. Simply by creating a little area around where it drips down into. Perfect. And we do have some obsidian down there. We cannot mine that until we get diamonds though. So we do have redstone here. So let's grab that. Go ahead and get rid of this stone pickaxe at this time. Use that to make some more torches, and then we've got plenty of inventory. Okay. So let's get the redstone. We will need this for several projects that we'll be working on in this series. But it's good to have just a little bit early on. A little bit more here. Okay, so that's good on redstone, and then I'm just going to light the rest of this ravine up over here to prevent attacks while we're over here. And it looks like that mine shaft actually comes all the way down to there. So even though we built our little staircase along there, we could have gone up and hit that mine shaft. So we'll have to explore how that works out as we continue this series. But okay, so this is level 11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a little, and let's get rid of that. I'm going to start a little, just one direction. I'm just going to start mining until I find diamonds, basically. I'll glitch there. That's kind of cool, though, that glitch. What I typically do, and this is something called branch mining, but I'll typically dig, 30 or 40 blocks in one direction, then I'll go over 4 and dig back the other direction until I find what I'm looking for. So it can be a little tedious, but it's so worth it, and diamonds are crucial. Especially if we want to advance the game at all. Okay, so we're about to hit, I feel like that's about 20 or 30 blocks, maybe go about 12 more, then we'll turn back around. Again, we are on level 11, so we know that the diamonds are on this level, they're just rare. We do have some water here, so this appears to be another little cave or ravine or something. Oh, and we got diamonds right there. Okay. So that worked out really well that we ran into this little secondary ravine. So I lit that up just to be on the safe side, and here's our diamonds. We only got 2 blocks though. That sucks. Actually, we got 3. That's better. Oh, 4. Perfect. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take these diamonds before anything else. Get some good experience for that too. And let's get rid of that gravel. Okay. And I saw some gold as well, so we'll get that as well. So we basically got a little bit of each of the ores and some lapis. I think I saw somewhere there. Yep. So let's get that. And in order to make room for that, we'll get rid of... I'll get rid of the mossy cobblestone. And I'm surprised there's only one block of lapis there, but whatever. And some gold. And to make room for that, we'll get rid of the chest. Chests are 8 planks. They're worthless. I mean, they're useful, but you don't need... They're not that... Oop, I almost jumped in the lava. Okay. Let's build something special here. Actually, let's first and foremost, we'll build yet another furnace. Keep building up our iron supplies here while we're working on this other thing, but I'm also gonna make a diamond pickaxe here. This is a very important advancement in your game. And we're gonna go ahead and mine up some of this obsidian here. And I'm actually gonna get rid of this water because it's annoying. Okay, so that should, yeah, okay. So we're gonna go for about 10, actually we need 14 obsidian to get started with what we want to do. We'll need more later, but for now we want about 14. Okay, so, oh, and that one got destroyed by the lava. I tried to jump down there and get it in time, but I did not succeed because I didn't have inventory space. So let's get rid of these sticks. And try again. Should probably get rid of that stone hoe as well. Actually, any of our stone tools we don't need anymore. Okay, so we did get 1 obsidian there. We'll need 4 obsidian to make a enchanting table, and then 10 to make a nether portal. Those are your 2 obsidian priorities right away. So we got 2 out of 14 so far. Once I get my obsidian, I'm going to head back up to the surface. This can be a little bit tedious, but once you get an enchanted pickaxe, it's actually not that bad at all. We're a little ways away from that. We need a source of leather first. That's going to be a challenge. The only way I can get leather right now without cows on my island would be by fishing, and that would take forever. Okay. 6. Seven. Halfway there. And the good news is, while we're waiting on these obsidian blocks, that iron is just cooking away, and hopefully it'll be mostly done by the time we get all these obsidian blocks, which means we won't have to take up the ore in our inventory anymore. That's 9. You can make a, well, we'll talk about nether portals when we get to there, but I love the fact, here's a little fun fact about the game, you can make a nether portal up to 23 by 23, which means you'd need, what, 80, 92 obsidian blocks to make that happen. That's a crazy, ridiculous thing that could be done in this game. Two more. I love that they think a diamond pickaxe is a viable thing, by the way. It's really not a viable tool in the real world. You could coat a steel pickaxe with diamond, but you would never have a diamond implement like that. Okay, how are we doing on these? We got about half done, so let's try to just take the rest of it here. And we'll take that, and we'll replace there. That's fine. Okay, actually, I just put this in there. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get out of here. We got everything we need. It's amazing. We went down here, we had no armor, we had no equipment really. Nothing good anyway. And we walk out with a diamond pickaxe, full armor, a shield. I still have no food though. The rotten flesh is generally not a good way to go for food. It's probably a bad example to set for the children. Oh, I think we blocked that off at some point. We were already over there. That's crazy. Okay, let's check on the iron that was in here. Let me get rid of these. Okay, keep forgetting to get rid of the stone ones. I'll save the durability on my diamond pickaxe for now. Use this iron one for now. Well, where's that little room? Shit. I just picked up my stone tools again. These will despawn from the world in 5 minutes if I don't pick them up, so... Alright, well, whatever. He can try to follow me if he wants. Okay. So we're nearly back at the top again. And what I'm going to do to finish out the episode is I'm going to put my stuff away, and then I'm going to build a bed, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, he made it. Alright. Put all this cobblestone in here, all those tracks, all that stuff. Okay. Alright, I'll keep everything, well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this, oops, I meant to do a 4x4 pattern. And we need 3 wool. So I just did 3, I'll keep the rest in string form. And make some planks, use 3 of them there. Make a bed. I am going to use the rest of these 5 and make a boat, because that's the perfect number for a boat. I said I wasn't going to use a boat to get to other islands, and I mean that, but I'm just going to put the boat there just to have it. And why do we have pigs all of a sudden? Did they change that so that animals spawn now on, I'm gonna have to get rid of this wolf, he's gonna kill those chickens. I think they made it so animals spawn on green grass if there's sunlight now. That was like the old thing, and then they took that away, and did they bring it back? Am I naive and I didn't realize that? Wow. Well, we have pigs and chickens now, so there's something. Let's expand the size of our chest. We don't have the ability to breed the pigs, so we may just want to try to keep them safe for a while. But anyway, let's put this bed down. I guess we'll go right there, and it's not nighttime anymore, so I can't sleep. But the good news is we do have some crops that have matured, so we can collect those, harvest their seeds as well as the actual wheat. And there we go. Okay, good little growth patch there. And by the way, with this wheat, got 5. I don't have any animals I can breed with it, so I might as well make it into bread. Just a good food source. Okay, well, it's a start. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it there. We'll continue this next time. Probably, go ahead and maybe do some fishing. Maybe think about that nether portal. Maybe some building. Maybe I'll probably, if I do anything off camera, it'll just be more mining down there, boring stuff. So, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Minecraft Vanilla.